Just moved along to another line now within the aircraft park, and I've met Chris Neese, who's come over from Popham. Chris has come over with his Avid Aerobat. Very nice looking machine, a really lovely colour scheme. Chris, what was your history with the LAA? And I believe you may have built another aircraft before this one.
Yes, I did. I built a Team Minimax, which was scratch built. I literally just brought the plans only, and spent 5 years constructing that in a double length single garage at home. So it's quite a long project, but it came to fruition, and I took it to Cranfield, the rally 1999, and to my utter astonishment walked off with the Air Squadron trophy.
Excellent, that's really nice to hear. It's all those, I suppose, those hours of heartache and frustration and also dedication and enthusiasm was really put together. How long did you have that aeroplane in the end?
It was 5 years in the build, and I flew it for about 2 years, put about 200 hours on it, and then I really felt the need for an extra seat to share the experience, and so I looked for something else.
You then went obviously to Avid and built the aircraft from plans, or did you get good, or did you do something else in between?
No, not really. I sort of kept the Minimax and was looking around, and I found this as an abandoned project up in Doncaster. It's basically a kit that was still in the box, and had been sitting around for about 3 or 4 years. So we negotiated a price which was quite reasonable, and then I kind of had the marathon task of somehow transporting it back 6 months later from Doncaster back to Surrey, which was quite hard work. It took more planning than I thought. Like
all these things, but nonetheless, obviously well worth doing. A super aeroplane. Did you get good backup from the manufacturer and also from the LAA? I guess other people have been trying to put these things together. You had a bit of experience and met other willing helpers, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, there was 2 things. The kit manufacturer, unfortunately, when I acquired the aircraft, had gone bankrupt big time. So I had to lean really heavily on the LAA, and I had an astonishing inspector, Tony Morris, who was head of engineering at the Ferrex Airport in Woking, Chobham. And he really took me, right through every stage. And no, it wasn't that easy. There were things, especially the fact that the manufacturer had collapsed. For instance, there were parts missing, there were parts of the plans that didn't tie up, and the LAA were really responsible for this aircraft. Without it, I think I might have just given up and left it in the corner.
Well, that's good to hear that you also get backup. That's what we like to hear, and that's why they're there, I guess. It's nice to think that get good value for money, and it's good to hear an airplane that may have gone to dust actually coming to fruition. Have you got any other plans, or who do you fly around with at the moment? Did you actually go around to tour around the UK and Europe?
At the moment, I've got just a buddy that flies with me fairly regularly, and I've got 2 or 3 chums that fly, all LAA type aircraft, and we spend a lot of time going to farm strips and exploring places like that, and GA strips as well.
It's nice to do that, isn't it? We'll go out perhaps a weekend like this to go flying together, a bit of socialising, and also probably camping at locations you probably wouldn't have visited by car, I guess.
Yeah, that's quite right. We're camping here for Friday and Saturday and going home Sunday, so we look forward to it every year very much, and this has been flying now for coming up for 14 years, so I'm hoping I can last a little bit longer.
Excellent aeroplane. Thank you very much for that story, and I say it's a lovely aeroplane to see. It certainly doesn't look the age you said. I think it's a really beautiful finish, and a great testament to your work and dedication. Thank you very much.